Okay, so even though it's just shadowed, today it says carnatkins, but it's carnations. Where it was from some of the flowers, it said how to save the seeds that would end up looking like black pepper. It said to cut off the tops, leave a little piece of stem on it, then when it dries, the seeds are supposed to pop open. That's an experiment in a paper sack. We'll see. I have another one up here. This is yellow and white mums. Seeds will look like tiny brown potato chips. Okay, but I've got them in a bag. We'll see how that works. And then in here, you can't see. But I guess I'll not show that now probably. Turn it sideways. Okay, these are the peach rose petals. I put them in the bag and I'm trying to do them like I did the other ones. And might plant some more potatoes of these kind because I've got a few that's starting to do like that. So that's a possibility. Okay, so just a minute. Okay, well, I cut it off. I'll have to fix it and add it together, but I will. Anyways, here is these. You can tell the growth by the previous videos. Still trying to get this to a bud when I'm actually out here. This tall plant comes up to my chest. And well, there's a pretty one of those come out. This one's fixing to come out. There's several there that's fixing to come out. And I see my rain water bucket set to it. I had rain. So everything just got through having water. Apparently something ate the one thing that came up in these blocks because I don't see it. I'll give it a little bit lower longer and hope and see if anything will come out of it. Oh, man. I haven't seen any. We had planted in all these little block holes sunflower seeds, yes. And in the blocks all across here. Haven't seen them yet. Well, maybe eventually. And then here's the wildflowers in the basket. Here's Marshall's flower pot. Down here, when I planted the tomatoes in the back, had one had a lot of roots on the bottom. And I planted it deeper because of all the roots, so to give it a good hold. So I pulled off some of the suckers, and this sucker had roots on it, come up from the root section. So I brought it up here and put it in some dirt for a few days. And that's those little peppers with some of them other stuff, the rounded ones coming up. And here's that tomato. I think it's grown a little bit. And over here, to what I was saying, was supposed to be peppers. That's a cantaloupe. I should have known better, you know. The pepper seeds are more pointy. So out of all these that I've planted so far, there's 2 seeds and that one's come up. And not in these, but they were older seeds. Nothing at all in the orange pepper plants. But this is one of the peppers that was in the thing, tire as well. There's one purple one come out here and a bird done got in it and was, I'm just pulling this out. A bird got in it and was, half chopped it up, so I had to bury some more of them, and so it doesn't look long on this side now. Yeah, look at here how this booger's growing. I ain't separated it yet, but it sure is growing. Still, like I said, 2 of them I gotta separate. It's that, I want to say cilantro. It's not cilantro. It's citronero. Oh, not citronero. Citronella. It's like this Skittle. Citronella. Oh, what I'm saying. I'm tired. We've been doing stuff out here. Tom cut the grass. As you can see in the front, he's got a little bit more in the back to do. The rest are still doing their things that they're normally doing, and that's still doing. Now I did stick a couple of little pieces of tomato that I pulled off some of the others on the side here. These are those sweet potatoes, and I haven't separated them out of a jar into a jar or nothing yet, so we'll see. Oh, I got bit by a mosquito. Okay. Mosquito plant's working, can't see it. I guess I have to sit on it. Anyways, there's, I think, a tomato right there. I think that's what it is, a tomato. Nothing in the peppers. That one's doing okay. And I think around here. See, that's been okay good too. In the front, see, this is a poke salad ground. I think around here on the side. See how it looks neat when he cuts it. I think that's poke salad ground. It's either that or one of them wildflowers. I don't know. Have to see. I'm gonna pause this and go into the back. Alright, it's about to get dark. But I'm just gonna take another little gaze at these. I don't know which is carrot and what is weed. That big green thing is a leaf. It's supposed to be carrots again. We'll just have to see. Well, it takes a while. There's the squash. And these two tomatoes. And over here we have the onion bottoms I've planted, and that's one watermelon, and the potatoes are taken off. These are going to be tomato plant stakes if I need them, as well as the broom I just broke a little while ago sweeping. Let me see if I can get through here. Yeah, the broom I just broke off sweeping. I'll just save the handle for that. It's a wood one. Just a minute, I'm out of breath almost. I raked up this pile, put some composting stuff with it, and then I fixed this where it looks like it's functional, but it's not, just because it was just all splattered everywhere. And I raked up everywhere over here. It looks like Tom got a tuft of leaf over there as he's bringing his stuff back in. Anyways, I'm going to take this, possibly this section of leaves, after he cuts this little spot right here, leave a good walking space because I get stumbly. And I think I might put that and some dirt somewhere between that post, the concrete, and over here, because I have a few plants in the front that I need to plant shortly. You know, you saw my show to you. And if I'm sitting down now, if there's anything else that I wanted to do. Now, this is stuff I did Friday. You know, we had two cucumbers right here on the end. Well, the completely end one died. They were two worthless ones. I don't remember the name, and I'm not looking at the name of the things right this second. The tags are next to the plants, but the one on the far end there is a cucumber. That's a cucumber, that's a cucumber, and a cucumber. A different cucumber. A cucumber, a cucumber, and a well, this one starts at 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, this starts a watermelon. Oh, watermelon, watermelon. Watermelon and watermelon. I did move that over slightly. They're not doing that good anyways. I'll come pinch a leaf tomorrow or some kind of something. Anyway. And then there's the other watermelon over there in the bucket because they don't have room. I know these things are too close together. You're supposed to be so much apart. But I'm working in limited space, and my landlord probably does not want the yard dug up. Which, quite frankly, I wouldn't care if I had a whole yard full of gardening. Anyways, but right here's the purple pepper plant. That's a tomato plant. That's a tomato plant. Those are the two yellow tomato plants over there. This tomato plant decided to take off really good. It wasn't that big, but whatever is in its roots it likes. But it's the same as these others. That's a tomato plant. And of course, over there is a collard. The two poor little peppers that the slugs tried to eat. And those are the little thing with carrots. Now, I did season out here. I call it seasons. Like you season your meat. Seasons are, I put a little ashes out here, a little bit more on everything. A little bit more plant food, a little bit more of the Epsom salts. Because I tell you, it still looks like they're getting attacked over there, and I don't understand why. They shouldn't be, but they look like it, and so is the collared ones. So maybe it'll stay away. But like, I'm sitting here at the corner of this pallet. It won't be quite as big as a pallet, but I've got, you know, there's a couple of tomatoes, and there's no grass there. It's a couple of weeds go here, and I'm not getting down on my knees pulling that up, but I'm gonna let him mow that and put the other stuff on top. It'll take a while for it to come up like that. And I won't have to worry about if it's a difference of something or whatever it is, because it'll already be a little bit bigger. You know, which will be probably that one tomato plant, that cantaloupe, and whatever else pops up. Maybe some of those peppers or whatever. So to have that on the bottom, and I'll put a layer of dirt or two on top. And then I'll be working on my sweet potatoes. I don't know if I'm going to send them in a jar for a little while first. I gotta go Google up some more about that. Or if I'm just going to clean out that basket of toys and use that basket, which is actually a laundry basket, and put it right over there on that corner. And the things that crawl, except for these on the pallet, you know, these are going to crawl, I'll direct them as they grow. They look really good. I had to get them in the dirt, you know, they just had to, because they were just growing so big. I don't know where I'm going to put those to crawl yet. They may just be like spread 1, 2, 3, 4 across there, because the potatoes ain't going to crawl. And then this watermelon right here might just make a border. I have a couple of boards back there that I could like make a side space or something with it in the front rather. But you know, as for the lawnmower, we don't have a shed, so it sits under this back porch thing there. I don't think there's anything. Oh yeah, in between those cucumbers and those 2 yellow tomatoes, I planted some more onion butts. That's what I call them. Just the onion butts over there. There was some other plants I would have liked to have. Yeah, it's hard work out doing these things. I'm not a farmer and I don't live on a farm, so I guess they're just as good as anybody else's would be. But at least I'm trying to do something. Now, I want a tomato sandwich later in the summer. This one right here was crooked bent. This is the one with the had the root on it that I poked in the dirt up in front. And I'm trying to train it to go up. It was completely flat coming this way, but I was putting a cup under it. And as it gets a little bit bigger, when it starts to straighten up a little bit, I'll stake it up or find, one of my children's got a couple of extra tomato cages, I might use that. So, I guess that's all I want to say. I have a list of things that I wanted to discuss, and then put a picture on about it, but I might do that, make that video one day. Not today. So, it's fixing to be dark, and I'm pooped. Really, I just am. I'm really proud of those potatoes. Pretty soon they'll be shooting out the top of that over there. Okay, I'm going to stop rambling and let this go. And I'll do it again another time. Well, you can't see that up close. That's a yellow, that's a flower on it. A couple of them's got it on there, but I have one close to it. One close. Yeah. Okay, that's it. I'm gonna stop now.